Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. As things are beginning to take shape in different dimensions, those who have been calling for Biafra Republic are beginning to see reasons why they should join Asked Nnamdi Kanu's call for Biafra, and those who have been calling for Dudua or restructuring are beginning to see reasons why just maybe they should consider that also. But before going to the newspaper to find out this, another group now insisting that even if Biafra is to come, they should please rule them out of Biafra. In fact, they actually had a press release insisting that they are not part of Biafra. But if you look at the history of these people, you will be able to judge if they are truly part of Biafra or simply because they do not want to belong to Biafra. Of course, very prominent persons have signed this group, part of which is one of the presidential spokesperson, Loretta Noche, is part of those who signed this press release. But before we go to the news to find out what it is they're actually dragging out of Biafra and they don't want to be associated with Biafra, I would like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you will see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. It's quite a long one, but I'll make it very fast. Anioma, not a part of Biafra. The attention of Nnamdi Anioma of Nigeria, the umbrella body covering Anioma people at home and in diaspora, has been drawn to the recent protests associated with a group of people in the name of Biafra, in which protesters of Southeast origin are calling for the secession of a separate state of Biafra from Nigeria. The purpose of the dissent they have admitted also relates to the deserved arrest of a UK-based Asked Nnamdi Kanu, the man behind the Radio Biafra. Like most observers who followed the nature of Biafra in 1967, Nnamdi Anioma is of the view that Biafra died permanently in 1970. With the surrender speech made by Philip Effiong, in which he emphatically stated Biafra ceases to exist, following Colonel Emeka Odimegwu Ojukwu's flee to Ivory Coast. In spite of these circumstances, a few resentful people of Southeast origin who are attempting to exploit a non-existing opportunity to make the present democratic dispensation ungovernable have keyed into Masop's long-time motive designed to secede their people. Worse still, some people of that region have gone on a wild chase of goose, making diagrammatic representation in an irredundant manner where important territories outside the Southeast, including our Anioma, have been included in their inventive maps to convince the world on the expansiveness of Biafra and probably for the benefit of oil in Anioma. These people have made a long journey from their Southeast region to Asaba, the Delta State capital, blocking off major roads to give the false impression that Anioma people have agreed to be part of Biafra. But for posterity, India Anioma must make its position clear. Thus, 1. Anioma has never been part of Biafra in history or administration. For record purposes, Anioma was first situated in Western region, then Midwestern region, then Bendel State, and now Delta State in the South-South. We cannot for any reason afford to be forcefully strong-armed into any region outside the region within the South-South geographical zone, where it is presently located, or any other government outside the Nigeria control now or anytime in future. In other words, we belong to the Federal Republic of Nigeria and no other country. 2. To buttress the above, our people accompanied Chief Obafemi Awolowo led delegation of Western and Midwestern leaders to Enugu in May 6, 1967, just before the outbreak of the Civil War, to discourage Colonel Chukwuemeka Odimegwu Ojukwu from declaring Biafra, because not only did we foresee it as an exercise in futility, but because it was certain that it would bound to invite massive loss of lives, properties, and sufferings, and so it was. This stance of Anioma fathers and people of our region remained the same till date. 3. There was never a time, place, nor venue the leadership or representatives of the Anioma region, whether the political or traditional council, technocrat, student union, nor socio-cultural organization of Anioma extraction, met and agreed to enter into any form of alliance with the people of the Southeast or any region in existence, whether within or outside Nigeria, to belong to or actualize a separate state of Biafra. Henceforth, the representation of Anioma in different maps of Biafra does not and cannot amount to Anioma being part of Biafra. That can only be infringement of the imagination of desperate, irredundant adventurers who creatively made such maps to satisfy their test for empire building. They may make Anioma to exist in their maps, but the world must note that it does not have our consent as we reject that tag vehemently. 4. The Anioma Nation challenges pro-Biafra advocates to provide any evidence or agreement in which Anioma leaders allied with them to secede from Nigeria and become part of Biafra for the entire world to see. 5. Pro-Biafra groups should understand that barricading our roads and shutting down socio-economic activities in our region cannot end them our backing or patronage. The reason we appeal to them to leave our people out of their struggle and concentrate efforts in the south is where their agitation has not even received a nod from Ndibo. 6. Asaba remains the capital of Delta State, and Delta State remains one of the 36 states of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. 7. It is most irrational that pro-Biafrans who claim to fight for their freedom should invade our land and deny us freedom of movement, freedom of association, and the right to engage in socio-economic activities, thereby subjecting our people to hardship and sorrows. That is an overt attempt to make our people their slaves overnight. We will not tolerate any further infringement into our region. The River Niger is a natural boundary they must respect. 8. Asked Nnamdi Kanu is not familiar to the Anioma region, and we cannot remember any contribution he had rendered towards the growth and development of our region. We cannot also remember him attending a mere social function of the Anioma people as to warrant our people to die for him. Frequent announcement that Anioma is part of Biafra on Radio Biafra is far from being a favor, because we are not prepared to be dragged into a situation that may threaten the territorial integrity of Nigeria, nor to prosecute any war. Anioma is Anioma. Anioma is not Biafra. The case of Nnamdi Kanu is one in a million examples that once again compels us to wonder why we should always be remembered in terms of their selfish needs. They have better understand that we are not their messiah, as we also have our own challenges bordering on marginalization to deal with. So do other ethnic groups in the country, but we have not threatened to burn down our nation. 48 years ago, the reckless drive into Anioma territory by Biafrans led to the Anioma genocide, in which several Anioma people were massacred in Asaba, Ibusa, Iwodo, Igweshioku, Otulo, and Ishiago of former Asaba division. To keep silent on this current inclusion into Anioma territory can only demonstrate that Anioma people have learned nothing from their past. Memories of that war in which our people lost everything is still living with us. We remember with horror during the Civil War how fleeing Biafrans destroyed the River Niger bridge, leaving our people to face the rampaging federal troops, resulting in near an annihilation of our people. If the people of Southeast require any alliance with our people, such alliance should be rested on the development of the Anioma area within the confines of Nigeria, and not a confederation to prosecute a war against the Nigerian state. In conclusion, we advise those in the southeast who are agitating for a dead cause on the following. 1. Any attempt to secede will result in war, which will not only shatter their region but will definitely make the 1967 to 1970 a child's play. 2. The challenges of the people, such as compliance of marginalization and poor state of federal roads, are real, but it is not expected that conflict be used to solve it. It becomes imperative that the people of this region put their representatives on their toes to deliver to the region and a committed key into the agenda of President Muhammadu Buhari to address these challenges and many more. Finally, we cannot deny the fact that certain adventurers of Anioma origin still exist who have barefacedly and rapidly given their interest to Biafran seekers, but we must warn that these people are far from speaking on our behalf. The attitude of some of our youth, most of who did not experience the last civil war and innocently crave for one, can only be considered as a dangerous juvenile act. Our people cannot see the path to development and choose war for any reason. by this timely warning in the Anioma of Nigeria, the registered socio-cultural organization of Anioma people shall begin to encourage our Anioma organizations to give our people proper orientations on this development. With this statement, Anioma people are putting the world on notice and at the same time placing it on record that Anioma is not and cannot be part of Biafra, despite the frequent use of the region's name by such advocates. We pledge our total and unalloyed support to the Federal Republic of Nigeria. One Nigeria will stand. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. God bless Delta State. God bless Aniomas. Duly signed by Loretta Noche, Emeka Ozogwu, Gloria Dagbo, Emmanuel Nwaokolo, Smart Ajaja, Frank Ofili, Benson Ozo, Harrison Pen Ogbulu, Lawrence Equally, Gregory Obudulu, Ifeanyi Ogbuli, Fedilis, she's supposed to be Fed, okay, and Andy Okulu, I don't know what he's trying to write there, Chimoku, I guess. All right, that is it. You have heard them. You have heard those who duly signed it. Let's put in our comment section. What's your take? And Yama people are saying, don't include us in your Biafra struggle.